Well, another shocker coming in from Uttar Pradesh and another one to do with health. Just imagine if you're having a cataract operation and the doctors are operating on you under Torchlight. They're using Torchlight to operate on you, and that's exactly what's happened, not with one case, but with 32 patients, 32 cataract patients. This mobile phone footage, we don't know who has shot it, but it has come, and we do know that the Uttar Pradesh government has removed the state government's topmost medical officer, or the CMO, as well because of this. Alok Pandey joins us for more on this. Alok, this is really shocking, and Uttar Pradesh seems to be becoming even more infamous when it comes to anything to do with health.
Well, yes, I guess you are right, Amitoj. These are visuals from, as you pointed out, the Unnao district, which is about 65 kilometers from UP's capital, Lucknow. These are scenes from yesterday night. Like I said, like you said, in fact, we are not sure who shot this footage, but you can see clearly that the light that is being used to operate upon these cataract patients is very, very inadequate. Now, this is an NGO that was carrying out these operations using the facility at a community health center or a semi-urban government hospital. Now, generally what happens is that these NGOs carry out these cataract operations for free, and they take permission from the government to use its facilities for these operations. In this case, they had brought a doctor from Kanpur. In fact, they had requisitioned her services to carry out the operation. They were also supposed to arrange for the generator in case the electricity supply went off, which is what seems to have happened. Now, it is not clear why that generator was not put into use immediately if the electricity was not being supplied to this community health center. What seems to have emerged as a case of negligence. There also should have been a government doctor present to supervise all of this. And also, Amitoj, very importantly, these operations are supposed to be carried out in the day, not at night. And also, the fact is that there should be a lapse of 24 hours before you actually let these patients go. Some of those patients, in fact, in some other visuals can be seen huddled on the ground with blankets despite this excessive cold. So the government, as a first step, has removed the chief medical officer, of Unnao, and has promised an inquiry and said that there will be further action against other people involved. But like you said, it points to a case of negligence and once again puts the focus on the way healthcare is treated in the state.
I'm not sure if you have information regarding this, Alok, but I'm going to go ahead and ask anyway. I don't understand how 32 cataract patients, when it comes to their own eyes, would allow this to happen. What prompted them to let this happen in the first place?
Well, Amitoj, I don't have specific information about this case, but you see what happens is that if you go to a private facility, you have to pay for these operations, and some of these people are very poor. They cannot afford to make payments. A lot of these people who come in for these free surgeries are from the rural areas. They are from families that fall below the poverty line. So for them, the promise of a free eye operation is something that gets them to approach these NGOs. Free? For the NGOs, what is involved is funding, of course, and also the fact that they get publicity. By doing things like this, it helps them to boost up their image in that particular area, that this is an NGO that's helping the poor, etc.
This was free.
So in both cases, there is some amount of this is involved. This is what happens actually, like I said. But in this case, the NGO seems to be really playing with the health of these poor people. Just because they are poor doesn't mean that you will put them to risk by carrying out a surgery in these circumstances.
Sorry, we've confirmed that this operation was free.
Well, yes, Amitoj, these are free surgeries, like I said, that are carried out by NGOs, and this is not only something that happens in Uttar Pradesh, but everywhere in the country you have these the NGOs who carry out these cataract surgeries and other, no, I won't say very major, minorish surgeries in that sense. You see, because if a cataract surgery were to be performed in an ideal condition, it's not a very major operation in that sense.
Right. Also, Alok, one final question. Apart from the fact that the Uttar Pradesh government has removed the state government's topmost medical officer, has there been any statement, any soundbite, any reaction?
Well, that gentleman himself was giving out a reaction. I heard that, in fact, our reporter in Unnao has sent that reaction to us. I just want to see if I can just tell you what it is. Yes.
All right. Thanks so much for that, Alok. We'll try and get our viewers more details about this shocking incident, once again coming from the health industry and from Uttar Pradesh, where you've had similar situations in the past. This one all about an eye operation under Torchlight. Why would that happen in the first place? Even if from an NGO, hard to understand. And why would any patient allow it on themselves? Even harder to understand.